Hello, this is Sune here from Simply Sune, and I would love to tell you about my one-to-one coaching program. So I work with women generally over 40 who have lost their zest for life, who just feel a little bit a bit grey, a bit dull, a bit frumpy, a bit fat, and they feel like they've lost themselves. And my soul work is to help them to reconnect to who they really are and to start living this one wild and precious life with confidence and ease and joy and vitality. And my work makes me feel so alive because when my clients feel sexy, healthy, happy, that means I feel healthy and happy also, because this is what so many women want. And as we go through this well, it's not even an aging process, but it is, but it's more of a transitional phase of moving from our childbearing years through to from perimenopause to menopause. I think it's really important to absolutely take care of ourselves and prioritize self-care. And self-care is not just some nice to do and something that's just reserved for the middle classes or, for people who belong to a special club. I think it's absolute necessity for us to take care of ourselves, because if we take care of ourselves, everyone else benefits, our family, our loved ones, our colleagues. So it's not just some nice to do, it's absolutely crucial. And the thing that happens is that when we are so overwhelmed and stressed and life is just feeling too much to bear, like it is for so many women in this phase of their life, because you may have younger children or children at school, running a business, having a career, looking after older parents, house, finance, illnesses, children with disabilities, being discriminated against, suffering with mental health and feeling depressed and low. And then there's this onslaught of hormones that you feel like, I don't know who I am anymore. I don't recognize myself anymore. I feel like I've lost a part of me. Then, it can be really, really tough. And a lot of times we can disguise this, or there may be all of these symptoms and you may be feeling really rubbish, and you can put it down to the stress and everything else that's going on in your life. And that is a big contributing factor to how you're feeling. But very often it could be these perimenopausal symptoms that are starting to creep in, and the body is preparing for menopause. But are you prepared? Are you prepared for the changes? Are you prepared for, and do you have the knowledge to know what is happening with the body, and not to blame yourself and criticize yourself because you've gained weight, or you're feeling like you're losing your mind because you can't remember stuff, or you've got mood swings, or all of a sudden you've got itchy bits where you didn't have itchy bits before, or your nails are crumbling, your skin feels different, your hair feels different. It's just as if you don't recognize your body anymore. So there's the physical aspect of it, of the body going through the physical changes, but a lot of that also has to do with how the brain is changing at this time. And this is an area that is very much overlooked, and this brain fog and feeling depressed and anxiety and increased feelings of not being good enough, not being worthy, feeling this lack and increased self-criticism and increased sense of comparing yourself to other people, your friends who may seem like they have it all. But we don't talk about this. We don't talk about how we really are feeling, because on the surface everything is great, right? You've got the house, you've got the car, you've got the child, everything is just sorted, but inside you feel like your world is crumbling and you feel like you just can't cope. And there are many ways that we can deal with this. So don't put your head in the sand. Don't feel like this will just pass unnoticed. Maybe it will. And it's not just perimenopause. It's also, our lives as a whole. Like, we have one life. It is precious. And we may still live for, oopsie daisy, what is that? We may still live for another 50 years. We may live, much longer than our parents did. And how do you want to feel? How do you want to show up in the world? We have work to do. We are strong women with brains, with courage, with ambition, with a life full of stories and history and a past. And we want to show up like that. Our lives are not over, and just because we've gained a bit of weight and can't run half marathons as fast as we used to, it doesn't mean that we have to give up, or we have to slow down, or we have to stop. Like, this is just the beginning. So how are you going to do it? How are you going to live this one wild and precious life? And that is what I do. That's my work. That's my soul work. I want you to feel like yourself again. I want you to feel happy, healthy, sexy, regardless of your age, regardless of the size of your pants, regardless of, if you're single, if you're divorced, if you're gay, if you're black, if you're green, if you're Jewish, if you're Hindu, it doesn't matter. We all deserve to be happy and healthy. And it begins and ends with you. And I can definitely guide you, I can teach you, I can support you, I can give you so much information about health and nutrition and well-being. But it's up to you to do the inner work that goes with that. There's the practical stuff. There's yes, we need to move our bodies. We need to eat differently. We need to take care of ourselves. That's all the external stuff. But then there's also a lot of this internal work that needs love and care and tenderness. So I use this combination of my years of experience as a chef, as a nutritional therapist, as a well-being coach, and now as a mindfulness teacher to give you it sounds a bit corny, but it really is a 360 approach to your well-being, because it is not just about the food you eat. It is such a small part of your well-being. It is so much more than that. And I want to guide you, I want to support you, I want to hold your hand. And the women that I work with are smart. They're independent. They're successful. They have a lot of things in their life sorted. But still they feel like there's this wildness inside them. There's something inside them that feels like it's dormant, sometimes even dead. And they're stuck. They want to get out. They're tired of feeling and being this other person and not really embracing and living as the woman that they know they are meant to be. So if you need help with any of these things, please get in touch. I don't bite. As you can see, I wear a lot of pink. I'm very friendly, but I'm honest, I'm direct, and I'm going to cut to the chase. And my approach is not cookie cutter. My approach is not one size fits all, which is the same thing. But my approach is very much meet you where you're at. So a lot of my clients come to me with from so many different phases of that continuum, as I've just spoken about. So you may come to me with wanting to have a different relationship with food. You may want to lose weight. You may want to find out about mindfulness. You may want some ideas how to manage your stress. There are so many different ways I can help you. I can physically come to your house and clear out your kitchen cupboards and help you to organize your kitchen and to plan your meals, because that is what I've been doing for 25 years. So get in touch, drop me a line. I would love to help you. I'd love to hear more from you. I also have, if you're not ready to work with me one-to-one, there are many other ways to work with me. I've got lots of free stuff on my website. I've also got a shop where I've got workshops that are hour-long workshops where you can get a lot of information from me, and there's a lot of value in that time that I spend with you. It obviously isn't live, but it is my wealth of knowledge and expertise crammed into bite-sized sections of an hour long, but it really delves quite deep into these issues. And when you're ready to work with me one-to-one, you know where to find me. So it's been a pleasure, and enjoy whatever you're doing next, and hopefully get to meet you soon. Take care.